Okay. Well, I pressed the intercom button and I called the non-emergency number and I see a sergeant, someone with chevrons moving around in the back office here. I'm in the lobby of the Breckenridge Police Department.
Hello,
How are you? Good morning, just barely.
Good early morning, yes.
My name's Brian Langhammer. I was directed by my employer to meet with Sergeant Ortega. And
Which is me.
That's you.
Yeah,
How can I help you, Sergeant Ortega?
So I got a call yesterday from a gentleman who was walking the dog on Wellington Road here in Breck. And looks like you kind of, I don't know if you were, you were driving by a different direction and you asked if he was selling the dog. Is that correct?
I won't be answering any questions. Just so you know. Are you investigating a crime?
No.
Okay.
You're not gonna get charged. You're not gonna be detained. You're not gonna be anything. I just want to talk to you because it was a little awkward interaction between you and this guy.
I don't take responsibility for other people's feelings.
But are you taking responsibility for your actions?
Well, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Okay.
And I won't be answering any questions.
Okay. And that's fine.
If I'm not detained, am I free to leave?
No, not yet.
Then I am being detained?
I need to talk to you. So
Okay.
as soon as I finish my statement,
So I am being detained at 11:55 a.m.
Let's say yes, and I'm recording. You're being detained. Okay. So it's a little awkward when you go and ask somebody if they're selling their dog. Okay. And you don't need to answer. I'm just telling you, since you don't want to tell me your side of the story, that's fine. Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you based on one side of the story only.
Well, if I'm being detained.
Yeah, you're being detained. So when you go and ask somebody, hey, are you selling your dog? And they say no, okay, you move on, right? Normal person will do something like that. But when you keep insisting and the person says, you know what, leave me alone, and then you make a U-turn and keep asking or talking, interacting with the person, it becomes a little awkward.
And is that the belief, is that what's happened here?
I don't know, that's what I have. That's the story that I have. Since you don't want to tell me what happened, I have to go.
Is there a report about this matter?
That's why I'm investigating. That's why you're being detained.
Is there a
because
report
I don't
about
like
this matter?
Yes, it was a report. Somebody
call
called
us.
us.
Of the report, please.
No, it's a report. Somebody called us. That's a report. Somebody called us saying that you were harassing them.
And is this report a public record?
Yeah, I'm not going to do a
May
report.
I have a copy of the report?
No, I'm not going to type anything.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to charge you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to arrest you or nothing like that. I just
So
want to.
I'm not being
finished.
charged. I'm not arrested, but I am being detained.
Yes, because I'm investigating. If I have something else, I can go a different route, and then we might have charges. At this point, what I have, that is not enough to press charges, but it's enough for me to talk to you about your behavior. If you don't want to explain to me what happened, that's fine.
I won't be answering any questions. I have nothing to say.
I told you multiple times, and that's fine. Based on one side of the story, the one that I have from this person who called yesterday, I'm going to tell you what can be harassment and what cannot be harassment. You don't need to say anything. I just need you to listen to me, okay? Since I don't have your side of the story, I have to tell you based on what I have so far. So if somebody is asking you to stop talking to them, to leave them alone, and you continue to talk to that person, that's harassment. Do you understand that?
I won't be answering any questions.
Okay. Well, I hope you understand, because my understanding is not the first time you're doing that based on your employer. Okay? So
What do you mean?
that you got another complaint in the past?
And you're saying my employer has assisted you in this investigation?
No, they just told me, oh, it looks like it's not the first time.
Okay.
That's all I have.
So my
Okay.
employer assisted you in this investigation, okay.
Actually, yeah, because they asked you to come
Okay.
here, so they're helping. Okay. So, and I'm recording too.
Okay.
So I just want to ask you, if you want to talk to somebody, which you have all the freedom to do that, you know, you're free to ask somebody for a conversation. But when they say, leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you, you have to do so. You know, if you insist talking to that person or asking questions or whatever, that is borderline harassment.
I like to think I'm fairly aware of the statutes and
Okay, so I
the
just want you to be aware.
guidelines of civil behavior.
Yeah,
So
I want you to
understand.
be aware that, you know, If it's another situation and the person wants to press charges, if we have enough evidence that you insisted having that conversation with that person, we might cite you for harassment. And I don't want to do that. You
Okay.
seem like a good person, you know. I don't know you. You just seems like a good person. So that's why I wanted to talk to you in person to avoid future issues with you and other people. Again, it's super simple. If you ask about the dog and the person says, "No, I'm not selling the dog," and then ask you to leave him alone, and then you make a U-turn and keep talking to that person, that's borderline, more like crossing the harassment line, okay? So, just avoid that drama. If you want to talk to somebody, feel free to ask. As soon they say stop, you need to stop and turn around.
Okay, well,
That
it
makes
seems
sense?
to me, Sergeant Ortega,
Mhm.
like you had a point to make, and I believe that you've made that point.
Okay, perfect.
And at this
And we're
time,
done
am I
then.
still being detained?
No, actually, I need to see your ID really quick.
Oh, am I being detained?
I just explained to you yes. So I need to see your ID, and as soon as I get your ID, you're free to go.
Okay.
I just need to know who you are.
I'm a little confused why I'm being detained.
Because I was investigating possible harassment.
Okay.
Where you were involved.
Okay. So, under Colorado statute, as I understand it, I'm required to provide identifying documents, and I've identified myself already.
To who?
To you.
How?
I introduced myself.
Well, I need to see a legal document.
Okay.
Because I can tell you that I'm
So I'm
John
officially being
Smith.
detained.
Yes, I just tell you multiple times.
And Sergeant Ortega, I question the possibility that this may be an unlawful or improper detention.
How so?
I am being detained without having committed a crime.
Well, I'm investigating a crime, and it's my job to determine if the crime was committed or
And
not.
do you have a reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed?
That's why I'm investigating. So after my investigation, if I don't have enough to charge somebody, I will not
Okay.
charge somebody. So do you know the difference between detention and arrest?
I do.
Can you explain that to me?
I prefer not to. I won't be answering any questions
Do you
today.
want me to explain that to you?
I would like to hear your explanation between
Okay.
detention
So
and
a
arrest.
detention is you're not free to go because we're investigating. We don't know
Mhm.
exactly what happened. That's a
Okay.
detention. So
Did you
we
witness
call
a
it.
crime being committed?
No. How come I want to witness something? My job is to investigate.
Okay.
You're asking things that don't make any sense.
I want as much information on this matter as possible.
Okay.
May I
So
have a copy of the police report, please?
there is no police report. I can give you the incident number. There is notes on my system.
Please, and a
Okay.
copy of the notes would be helpful.
Okay, you can request that not through me. It has to be through the person Monday through Fridays.
Or potentially through a discovery process later.
No, because discovery is for the court process and you're not getting charged.
Okay.
So you need to understand the system before you start making those allegations. But I will
I see
give
where
you.
you're
I will
going.
give you the incident number, so you can request any notes
Mm-hmm.
in relation to that incident.
Mm-hmm.
So detention, investigatory detention. That's what we're doing here.
Uh-huh.
So I have one side of the story that constitutes harassment.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to hear you have side of
And
the
what is
story.
the name of the person that filed
It
this
will be
report?
on the incident.
Okay.
Okay. So because we didn't witness the crime, because we cannot
That's
be
correct.
everywhere
Well,
24/7.
there is no crime, but you didn't witness whatever incident this
Yeah. No,
complainant
we usually
is.
don't witness crimes.
Can't be everywhere. No, I
Exactly.
understand.
Yeah. So, since the report was made, and my job is to investigate, and so far, the guy doesn't want to do anything, and so far, is we might have enough to cite you based on what the story I have.
Is there a warrant for my arrest?
Only 50% of the story, because I haven't heard yours, and you don't have the right. You have the right to not say anything. That's fine. But the guy doesn't want to press charges. Based on what I have, if the victim really wanted to, yes, we're talking about harassment. Okay? So, which is not arrestable. I mean, I can arrest you, but if that was the case, I would just send you to court, or issue a summons or something like that, and then
Oh,
you
I
can talk
understand.
to court. Okay? So I have those two options. Like, I can arrest you for harassment, or just give you a summons, which I don't like to arrest people for harassment and things like this situation that we had yesterday. Now, the victim doesn't want to press charges, so I decide, okay, I need to talk to the guy so he can be safer next time that he interacts with somebody. And I wanted you to understand, when somebody's asking you to leave them alone, you do so. Because other person might feel different and say,
I'm
I
not
want to
sure
press
what you're
charges.
saying has to do with this matter, But,
Okay, so since you're being detained and I need to know who you are, can I have your ID, please?
sure, I'm gonna put my items down here for a moment and get that for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And, your
It's
name
now
will be
12:04.
your name will be in the incident. Again, it's not a report, but it will be notes on the incident.
My driver's license.
Thank you so much.
It's valid.
Yeah, that's fine. And the same as the person who filed the complaint or filed the report. That makes sense? No? Okay.
I won't be answering any questions.
That's fine.
Sergeant Ortega.
That's fine. Break 23. Can you clear a Massachusetts mail, please? Last of Lincoln Adam Nora, George Henry Adam, Mary Edward Robert. First name Brian, boy Robert Ida, Adam Nora, middle name Powers, DOB 11467. Middle will be Paul Ocean William, Edward Robert Sam. I'm just waiting on dispatch. So that's all. Just want to talk to you since the guy didn't want to press charges. So I just want to make you aware
I was directed
that.
to meet with you today by my employer.
Yeah, I understand that. I talked to them yesterday. So.
I'm getting that, yeah.
Huh?
I understand that from our conversation.
Yes. So yeah, just next time, please, if somebody asks you to stop talking to them or interacting with them, just do so you avoid any issues with anybody. Okay.
Am I still being detained at this time?
Just yes. Let me get from dispatch.
Mhm.
I'm sure you're clear. You don't have any warrants or nothing like that.
And
So
how much longer can I expect to be detained?
I can. It will be like 2 minutes. They're busy with our radio traffic. And as soon as they clear me, believe me, I have other stuff to do too.
We all do, I understand.
Yeah, so as soon as they come back with you're being cleared, you're free to go. Oh, in the meantime, let me give you the incident number.
Please.
Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in the county.
Ooh, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Fender benders.
Actually, it was an accident.
Not good, yeah.
That's what they're radioing right now, the hit and run.
Ooh. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, I think that just the guy is trying to run away from the person who got hit. Break 23. Can I get the incident number and do you have anything back? Copy. 10-4. Okay, sir, you're free to go. Here's the incident number. Don't touch it because the ink is
Oh,
kind of
what a
fresh.
jail pen.
Yeah, and
And
again,
the time is now 12:10.
yeah, so again, there is no reports because I'm not gonna charge you with anything. I just wanted to kind of explain the borderline between harassment and just a normal interaction with somebody.
Well,
okay?
thank you for that explanation. Perhaps that could have been saved with an internet link to a statute or something.
I'm old school. I like the face-to-face contact. I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, I like, I think it's more approachable, more like not those new kids that they just do everything over the,
Well, you're very
internet.
charming, engaging, and professional, so.
Thank you so much.
You're good at that.
So
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to
and
meet you too. And
I wish you well.
If you have any questions, you have my email.
Is this your card?
That's my card. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you somebody else's card.
Okay.
I'll give you mine. So, you have any questions? Please feel free to call me, email me, or whatever. But I always like the face-to-face contact. I think it's like we can understand better. That's my opinion, but you have a different one. So now you're free to go.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Have
you
a
so
great
much.
day. Nice to meet you.